Hey, I got a question. Are you still having trouble letting go of grudges? I think that if I can help you understand why you are having trouble letting go of those grudges, you will be empowered to let go of the grudges, let go of the resentment, let go of unforgiveness and all of the characteristics that come with it just by using these simple tools. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go.
You're opening your heart. Once it gets to your heart, it's going to make its way all the way up. And when you feel love and compassion, when you feel true kindness and care, it's hard to hold a grudge. Are you with me still?
Yes.
So then from a quantum physics point of view, you have that person always in the back of your mind, right? You have the event and the memory rolling around back there because the very thing that you don't want to have happen, you're already preparing for emotionally. Are you with me still?
Yep.
So then from a quantum perspective, you are actually, as a creator of reality, holding yourself hostage because of that person. And you are holding them hostage because of that experience. And you have an energetic bond that's connecting you to them. And you're sharing the same energy. And so then you're using each other to reaffirm whatever that energetic agreement is. Are you with me still? So then, when you forgive someone, it's because there's been a strong change in your emotional state. Because the emotion is what's keeping you energetically bound to them.
Wow, that's awesome. That's Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you're not familiar with him, check him out. Man is an expert, a quantum physics arena, understanding behavior from a internal process. So this quote is powerful. He said, "When you feel true love, kindness, and care, it's hard to hold a grudge." I couldn't agree more. You know, day one of the forgiveness challenge, where I introduced you guys to ruminations and those repetitive thoughts, those reoccurring thoughts that we entertain. You know, he brought out that when you keep that person in the back of your mind, you keep the event fresh in the back of your mind, you're thinking on it. Energetically, you remain connected. So now, if you remain connected to that person in that situation energetically, then guess what? You're going to feel the same way you did on that day 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So it's very important for us to cut the cord, for us to cut that energy cord. And the only way for us to detach ourselves from the events of the past, those hurtful, harmful, traumatizing events, to first start with our thoughts. Okay? We have to start with being able to capture what we're thinking. If we're not consciously self-aware of what we're thinking, then that thought immediately is just going to splash into our soul, into our mind, into our emotions, and then our will get involved and we will act out what is going on inside of us. Does that make sense to you? So as it has to do with forgiveness, you know, we have to think loving thoughts in order to feel loving. We have to think kind and caring thoughts in order to feel caring. You know, our thoughts and our emotions, they trigger neurotransmitters. Those are chemical messengers. You know, this is how God designed us. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, your ethnicity, religious background, none of that matters. This is God Almighty, the Creator. This is how He wired us. He wired us to have a thought cause chemical reactions in us. Now, He also gave us the ability to determine how we process those thoughts. That's what yesterday was about. Yesterday was about how we define and the meanings we place on the situations that we have in our life. That's the optimal way that God designed us to function. But if we're left to ourselves, then, you know, whatever happens, a situation happens, we get a thought about the situation, and now we're just simply left to our environment. When I say environment, I mean we're left to our conditioning, our upbringing, what it means on the streets. This happened, what does it mean on the streets? From where you hear people say it all the time, well, hey, where I'm from, this is what that means. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that it should be the definition that you attach to a situation as a adult or a person that is working towards a healthy lifestyle. Does that make sense? We have the power, we have the authority, we have the ability to capture these thoughts, to, you know, determine. We can literally determine our emotional state by being self-aware, self-reflective, and dictating to the meaning we attach to situations. Very powerful stuff. And guess what? Does it take work? Does it take practice? Of course it does. Just like any other thing we get good at, it only comes by repetition and by practice. Hey, you become a great gossiper by practicing gossip. You become very good at holding grudges by situation after situation after situation. What do? You hold the grudge. You feel offense, you take offense, and you hold a grudge. You hold resentment. That comes by practicing too. So come on, let's flip this thing. How about practicing monitoring our thoughts, right? Monitoring our emotional state and flipping our emotional state by simply adding a different meaning to the situation. It can be that easy and happen in a heartbeat. I promise you. Practice it, give it a try, and then get back to me. Hey, listen, we have 2 more days left on this challenge. And of course, it's for the purpose of developing a lifestyle of forgiveness, a lifestyle of freedom, right? But in these last few days of this corporate challenge, come on, put in the work, y'all. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open to gossip to keep that out, because that's just trying to get you to practice resentment, remember? Keep your eyes open to the situations that happen and give yourself credit when you begin to notice, like, oh my goodness, last week this time I would have went OFF off if that happened. But I stopped, took a breath, was like, whoa, I can feel myself rising up. I pulled back so I can get the whole perspective of the situation and say, well, it is not good for me to act like that. So let me take my time and proceed the right way. That's the stop technique you use. You know, you're using the tools. Give yourself some credit, guys. It's all good, because guess what? We are going to do this day by day. Every day in every way, we're getting better and better and better and better. And that includes being a forgiving person. Does that sound good to you? Well, if you receive value, if you feel that you're getting some type of growth and development, hit that like button, and guess what? Give a fire emoji. Those are all good. But hey guys, guess what? Use some words, because the community, fire to one person might mean something different to another person. I would like to know what your thoughts are. So in your comments, come on guys, express yourself. Let the community and the algorithms of these platforms, let them know how you're being impacted by using words, guys, all right? Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And listen, share it with your family members, share it with friends, co-workers. Just get the word out, because this is helping us live a more healthy, more productive life, stress-free, free from anxiety, free from holding grudges. That's hard work, y'all. Let's let people go, let situations go, so that we can thrive and move forward. All right? It's Coach Will. I'll see you tomorrow on day number 20. Coach Will out. See ya.